So day 131 has just started. We left the Merrivale hut in Merrivale and we're heading towards the Longwoods. And the Longwoods are notorious for being difficult. It's our last big climb up to Araroa, and they are also full of mud. And that's the reputation they have. Been relatively dry this summer. Unfortunately, there was a bit of rain last night and yesterday evening. So we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed and just get through the day. I don't think this is going to be an enjoyable day, but it's just got to be done. It's got to be ticked off. So let's go. So first light arrived about, 20 minutes ago, and we've had a steep climb. We've gone from just below elevation 100 to the hut, and we're almost at 500 now. The peak elevation we get to in Longwood Forest, which we'll be entering in about 200 metres, is only 800. So we've done some hard climbing already, and it's probably much better to do the climbing on the road than it is in the forest. So happy with the way this morning's gone. It's just after 7 o'clock, and it's the 4th of March. So we've both had our breakfast, and it's first light's certainly here now, and we're about to hit the Longwoods. And so much is made of the Longwoods with the mud, etc. And we just got to embrace it and just let's see what it's all about. So a nice introduction to the Longwoods. Quite a bit of mud already, and a nice little fall over a thick branch on the floor that was well hidden. No damage done. On we go. Just had a call from Nigel and young Jessica, who had World Book Day over in the UK today. She was dressed as a kiwi and took her favourite book about a kiwi and exploits in the forest, having a feast. This forest, talking of which, is absolutely beautiful. And actually the track so far, there has been mud and the shoes are caked in it, but it's not been bad. It's just so different to all the other forests we've been in, and the track is generally well formed. So far so good. We continue to climb, and the mud has definitely increased, and that looks like one of those notorious waist deep ones. So it's a case of finding a way around it. And we've opened out into a clearing now, and we're near the peak. The day is going well. I'm pretty sure that mountain range in the background is where we came across 3 days ago when we came down to the Tofu campsite. We've come over that direction. There's the first part of the Longwood Forest, which we've conquered, and it's a great view from up here. A good morning so far, very muddy feet. The repair done on the left shoe is starting to come off, but it's done well so far. So 3.8 kilometres, must be back to the track. Looks like someone doesn't agree with it. Not very good, not very accurate. So there's the second forest. It looks like we'll be going up. Not quite as high as this one, but we can definitely see the sea is getting very, very close now, the south coast. Woohoo! I think that deserves a fist bump shout, Luke. Cool. So 3.8 kilometres on this road. It's dropped the elevation too. We've got to do a bit more climbing now for the second part of the forest. This has been great for clocking up a few Ks towards the south coast. And I actually thought when I looked at the elevation profile, I just presumed I was going down in a forest. And we were slipping over mud all over the place with the reputation the Longwoods have. But this has been a real coup. And as Luke points out, that's not where we're going in because there's no track there. We're actually heading there, with our arrow there, to show exactly where. Off we go. Looks like an old, almost burnt out wreckage of a car of some sort. Here in the quarry. Anyway, on we go. Well, Luke's managed to get across this, now it's my turn. There he goes. That was good for a while as well. And Luke just had a very narrow escape there, almost come sliding down. It's been a little bit of a mud fest coming down from the second peak. So for the last kilometre or so, it's been much of the same. Bit tough going. And still no let up, even though it's been drought conditions here, even in the open. Yes, that is the track. That's sort of been fairly consistent with what we've had to put up with in the last hour and a half. We came around the corner and looked at this one, and both of us just laughed. I've got no idea how we're going to get through this without having a bath of mud. That's where we're heading. There's the coast, around to Riverton. That's where we've just come from. There's the other side of the coast, heading towards the west. So the weather's just nosedived. It's started to rain, it's cold, it's blowing a wind, but then we come across this. 100 kilometres only to Bluff with the final countdown. And someone's also done there. Yeah, okay, can't disagree. Past the second trig and just heading up to what should be our final summit, and got pretty breezy and cold and driving rain there, so I didn't do a video, but it's just stopped raining now, which is good. Let's march on. Just under 3 k's from the Martin's Hut. So arrived at Martin's Hut. It was built in 1905 and it's the last hut on Araroa. And I don't know if you can see inside. I'll do another video shortly with a light on, but it started raining. We're the only two in the hut at the moment, but more will be arriving. Some have pushed on very admirably to make space, because there would have been too many people here tonight. There is a bivvy in about 5 kilometres from here that sleeps 3 people. One of the walls is partly missing, so it really is makeshift, but a group have just moved on there now. And yeah, I'm definitely staying here for the night. The rain's starting to come a little bit heavier now. And that was a big day, 27 kilometres through sheer mud for the last few k's, with a bit of relief at the top where it was just swampy conditions, which wasn't as bad. But I'm pleased today's over. Took 10.5 hours to get here from Merrivale after a very early start. Bit disappointed couldn't push on further, but that's just the way it is. And yeah, and that was day 131, but I'll probably do another little video later on anyway. So there's 4 of us in the hut, and we're sort of semi-expecting some older folk, aren't we, who we think are making their way down here as well. It's one of the oldest huts in New Zealand, if not the oldest, I have no idea. It's built in 1905, Martin's Hut, and we have just had a difficult day. Well, that's what I thought, but some people have enjoyed it more than others. What do you think of the day, guys? Rika?
It was very muddy.
Very
but
muddy.
I had fun.
Understatement. You had fun? Good. Caroline?
Yeah, we were promised ankle deep mud and we found knee deep mud, so we went above and beyond.
Very good.
But it was really fun, but glad that it's done.
Absolutely. What about you, Luke? You enjoy the day? He's fast asleep. And we've just got a little friend, a little mouse, has just been running around the fire. Yeah, so we can't see him at the moment, but I'm sure he will come and visit us later. And that was day 131.